guys, welcome back to my channel. It's another back to basics and we're doing our base. So you always want to start with the base of your face with a primer that works well for you and a primer that does what you want it to do to your skin. So for example, I have oily skin, therefore I am using a mattifying primer by Switch Beauty, and then you'll choose the foundation of choice once you have your primer on, and you are going to just put a few droplets of that foundation on your face, and you're going to want to blend as blendful as can be. And as you can see, I am blending down to my neck because you want the gradual movement between your face, neck and chest to be somewhat the same color. So blend down to your neck and you just blend to get the coverage that you want. The Stay Fast foundation, I have reviewed it and I have given my thoughts on it. To get that video, I'm just going to put it up here in the cards so you can see that video for yourself and what I think about the Yardley Stay Fast foundation. After foundation, you must highlight your face. This is to bring back light into your face because when you just have foundation, your face is very flat and there are no dimensions. So the points that you highlight are the points where you want the light to hit your face. And I always highlight under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And under my eyes, what I do is I put my highlighter, or my concealer rather, in an upside down triangle shape, and I'm just going to fill that triangle with concealer because that is the point that I want to catch the light and to just be brightened up. So under my eyes I want it to be bright, and to highlight I always use a concealer that is 1 or 2 shades lighter than my face. The reason why I don't go any more shades below 2 is because I don't want my face to be white and ghost-like. I just want a nice natural highlight, so I use 2 shades lighter. And then also when you're doing the bridge of your nose and your forehead, you're just going to put an amount that you feel is necessary. I don't like my forehead looking too big, so I don't put a lot or cover a lot of surface area when it comes to my forehead. I just cover that little bit part and then I contour the rest because I want my forehead to appear smaller than it is, because I do have quite a big forehead. It's not that big, but it is a sizable amount of forehead. To blend your highlight, you're going to use the same brush that you did to blend your foundation, and you just want to blend it thoroughly in your skin and foundation. And what I do is that I use like tapping motions first and then I use the brush because I don't like brush streaks. So if you're going to be swiping, you're going to have a lot of streaks. That's why you see I'm using a tapping sort of motion. And if I do want to brush in a sweep like motion, I would do it circular, but other than that I am tapping that product in to make sure that it's fully blended and to make sure it looks as seamless and natural as possible, and at the same time eliminating any chance of having brush streaks or brush lines in your makeup, because you do want a very clean looking look. After highlighting, you want to make sure that you set your highlighter immediately or as soon as possible because you don't want it creasing and cracking up under your eyes. And the brush that I'm using is a fluffy tapered brush. This is like that brush that looks like a triangle because that goes into the angles underneath your eyes. I have got hooded eyes and I have got a little bit of baggy eyes, so I need a brush that just is precise and goes deeply in. And as you can see, I am going to be setting the parts where I highlighted, so that is underneath my eyes and the bridge of my nose and my forehead. Again, you want to do this immediately so that you don't have cracks or creases in your highlight underneath your eyes. So for the purpose of this video, I'm powder contouring because powder contouring requires less work compared to cream contouring, because cream contouring needs a lot of blending, but powder contouring as well needs blending, but it's not so much. So the shape that I am contouring in is a 3 shape around your face. So you want to get like the side of your forehead, you want to get underneath your cheeks, and you want to get on that jawline. The reason for contouring is just to bring back dimension, as I said before, and this is just contouring is you're contouring the places where the shade would hit in lighting. So when you're talking about natural lighting, you have your high points, which is the highlight, and then you have the contour, which is the places, basically the places you want to hide in your face. And then to contour your nose, I'm going to be using a smaller brush because you want to have a more precise contour line, and you don't want the contour line to be so prominent. And you contour your nose. This is a way of making your nose appear a little bit smaller. You can choose how contoured you want your nose to look. It's really a preference thing. And what I do is I also just powder up just at the beginning of where my brow starts, just so that my contour looks very natural. So I'm using a smaller brush and I'm just getting those lines precise. Okay, so because the loose powder washed me out a little bit, because absolute translucent powder is kind of white and gives me a ghost-like effect, I want to bring back color to my face. So I use a compact powder that is similar to the shade of my face, and I just wipe away the excess powder with this powder, and this just brings back color and just makes me look more of a golden huey tone instead of a white tone. I just go over it where I highlighted. Thereafter, I'm going to be bronzing, and to bronze, I go above the contour, just a little bit above the contour, and sometimes on top of the contour. And bronzing, what this does, it just brings warmth back into your face, because sometimes contouring can bring it cool your face down, like gives it a sort of like a cool tone, and it looks very harsh. So for me, bronzing is to just bring back the warmness onto your face. That's why I go a little bit over the contour or just above it. And then I'm going to be blushing, and the blush that I use, I like pink blushes, guys. I used to not blush, but when I started blushing, I was just like obsessed and I never stopped. And I like a pink blush just to bring back like some cuteness on my face, and to just give me a little bit of like what a face would look like if it had no makeup type of vibe. So that's what blush does. And thereafter, the last thing that you do with your base is to highlight, and I just highlight on the cheeks, my bridge of my nose, and just above my lips. So what happened with this video is that I forgot to shoot an outro, basically showing you guys how the look looks totally, but I used this base for part of my Foyens makeup challenge look, so I didn't even finish that challenge. But anyway, so I'm just going to be showing you guys a few pictures of what my look was when it was final with that base in the challenge. The challenge was recreate, and I was recreating Kantara's look. So that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ciao. Also, please follow me on all social platforms at Nwabi Ngoqo _.